Yeah, you said it. Yeah, yeah.
Insanity. Pure insanity.
That's what it is outside.
Welcome back, people. Antisocial Experience 202, 2 out of 3. If you think we're coming in here to talk about meatloaf, you're wrong.
Yeah.
It's always been a two-man show.
Yeah, we've been cooking hamburgers today. Not having that shit. Dude, it's so bad out. When did that happen?
I don't know. I remember looking outside with my son, and he's always, like, wants to point out the window, pointing at stuff. Like, oh, yeah, the cars, mom's car, dad's car. And looking out, and there was nothing. And then he comes back, and he's, like, trying to get my attention when I'm publishing last week's show. And I'm like, what? Yeah, cars. And he, like, started pulling on my sweatshirt. I'm like, what? All right, what's up? Look out. I'm like, when did this happen?
I don't, dude. Like
snow.
I was printing a couple shirts, and I was just doing my thing. And I'm like, oh, I better get ready. So I get dressed, whatever. And I go outside, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? You know, I'm like, what? It's bad. You know what I mean? It's not just like some flurries or something. Like roads are covered.
Yeah, it's not.
Pets' heads are falling off.
Not just flurries.
No.
Yeah, like covered, starting to get slippery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did you say pets' heads are falling off?
Yes, I did. I did.
Dumb and dumb.
I didn't see anybody die, but that's just. But, I don't know.
It's so wonderful, man.
No, there's 5 people there. There's a lot of. Wow. Okay. Go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop the stuff up.
Yeah.
Oh boy, first, yes.
Good Lord, yeah.
We got some people in there. Dang.
Once you pop, you don't stop.
Come on, people. This is a live only show unless you listen to the audio, which coincidentally, audio episodes published every Sunday at 5. It's not live.
Yeah.
That's like you got to download it thing or subscribe and you'll be notified. You can have it auto download, but yeah, no, this is a live only platform. Live only platforms don't really grow, as far as I know.
We can do whatever we want.
Yeah, I know.
If we want to grow, we'll grow. All right. That's called confidence.
Is that what that is?
That's what that is.
Okay.
That's what it is. I'm trying it on for size.
Feel Chris, feel it. Holy shit, we got people in here. Anyhow, that was totally a lie. I don't know. Depending on what generation of people we have in the chat here today and show up or watch this afterward.
Yeah, or show out.
Some people might remember Meatloaf. Like, do you know anything he's done recently?
Like how recent? Like he was in Fight Club?
Right.
Yeah, Robert Paulson.
His name is Robert Paulson. His name was Robert
Paulson, yeah.
Yeah. Which, that was great. Bob. Like, isn't that where the show starts, or the movie starts?
I think so. It's been a while for that one. But I mean, you had Rocky Horror Picture Show. You had that Bat Out of Hell album, which was insane. The fact that the dude lost his talent to sing, he could not sing anymore, and then got it back and puts out Bat Out of Hell 2, which is for what he does is good.
What do you mean? How'd he lose his talent?
You didn't know that?
No, fill me in.
His voice got all fucked up. And
he killed it?
Yeah, like couldn't sing at all anymore. And this dude, like it was basically like his Apollo Creed with Rocky against, Mr. T, brought him back and trained him.
Right.
And yeah.
So retrained him.
Yeah, and he got his voice back, man. Like it wasn't back the way it was, but it was, good enough.
I mean, as timeless as some of those tunes are, a lot of that stuff is before people's time. Like most people you're going to talk to.
But how was class? Yes, Phil used to sing on karaoke. That'd be awesome. That's awesome.
Singing on karaoke. I would pay to see that.
I would love people on karaoke. Dude.
If you want a karaoke machine, I will ship one.
Yeah.
You can do a live stream, Phil.
Yeah, live. You should cover the whole Bat Out of Hell album. I don't
know. Which one do you like better? If you had to rate it?
The first one.
Bat Out of Hell?
Hands down.
All right. Yeah. Bat Out of Hell 2, that was Back into Hell, right?
Yeah. See, David there says he spent a lot of money training his voice. Yeah. Dude, he was I think he was uber depressed and had to get it back.
Just couldn't do it no more.
Well, yeah.
Well, what got to him though?
I don't know if he got sick or something and then something. I forget what it was. It was a VH1 behind the music back in the day.
Yeah, I'm up for it. I will spend some money on Phil doing karaoke live. Like lots of money. This is gonna happen.
I'll travel. I'll travel for that. I've traveled for dumber shit.
That would be awesome. But no, I don't know. I will tell you one thing though. If anybody is in the occupation of going into public places, such as delivering, Like maybe you're delivering food or delivering packages or something. Although I don't know why you'd be delivering packages to a bar.
Oh, bars get packages all the
Do
time.
they?
Yeah, you
At night though?
yeah.
I don't
No,
know.
man.
Some people get tuned
Depends
in
on.
at bars early.
Yeah, it depends when the FedEx guy gets there. Really.
It just since he passed away, every bar I've been into, I swear that's all they're playing is Meatloaf, and everybody is just blottoed, singing completely out of key. I heard the one lady was singing a completely different song than what was on. Like you, I mean, I know you appreciate his music, but you at least got to get the right song.
Yeah. I can't even get behind that one at all. Like, I can't even be like, well, she was trying. No. If you're not even in the right song, like,
More effort.
sit the fuck down.
More effort. Yeah, sit down. Be quiet. Let the other people do it.
Yeah, because this is just awful. I can't even.
No, here's my earliest memory of Bat Out of Hell. Not that anybody cares.
I do, actually.
Me too. Because I probably won't remember it someday.
Yeah, I'll write the book.
So I remember, it's like I think I'm going to say I was like 4, maybe. My brother had just gotten out of high school and left for the Air Force. And I found an 8-track tape. Who knows about those?
Are you serious? Okay, go ahead.
8-track tape it was the Bat Out of Hell 8-track. And then there was also a vinyl record of Bat Out of Hell 2. So there's Bat Out of Hell 8-track vinyl, Bat Out of Hell 2. Like, it was just some of the stuff that he'd left behind. And it's like, I didn't have any way to play it, but I just remember seeing it and seeing the artwork when I was little. Didn't know what to make out of it, because I knew very little about, the Bible, God, and I'm seeing the word hell, and I'm like, thought it was weird.
Yeah, thought it was cool. Yeah, because the cover was awesome.
Yeah, no understanding for music. Nothing. No reference point. It was only a few short years later when I actually first time heard the original Misfits. Probably about 4 years later from that.
Yeah, that's what changed me, was hearing them.
Hearing those?
Misfits, yeah.
The original or the 90s?
Original.
The 90s.
Original. I didn't hear Graves until months after. So you ready for the awesomest Meatloaf story ever?
Sure, man, let's hear it.
All right, so I'm cooking up at the club, right? And the daytime guy, he was kind of a dick. He made all this meatloaf, and he's like, this is what we're having for a special tonight. I looked at my buddy Ben, I'm like, we're not going to sell a fucking piece of that meatloaf. I said, I'll tell you what, every time we sell a piece of fucking meatloaf, I said, I will play Bat Out of Hell on the fucking stereo.
Is that all?
Every time.
Is that all that was on?
Dude, I played Bat Out of Hell 64 fucking times that night, like the song, because we sold all that fucking meatloaf.
Proved you
all
wrong.
All of it. Y'all, dude, so wrong. So wrong. But yeah, it was just Bat Out of Hell straight all night long. But it was awesome.
Yeah.
As much as I was pissed, it was still really funny because I'm like, made the biggest deal. I'm like, we're not going to sell any of that shit. You know what I mean? Nobody wants that. And
that's got to cost some money to play that. I mean, the more you spend, the more plays you get.
Oh, no, I just played it in the kitchen, like for the kitchen staff. So everybody was really annoyed by the end of the night.
I thought it was like...
Oh, no. They would have probably all left after
club-wide, yeah. After about the third one, they've been like...
Alice's, I got kicked off the jukebox back in the day for playing Eye of the Tiger 9 times in a row.
All right. For people that are old enough, you've had to have made it into a bar at least at some point or another. Whether it was going to see a friend, even if you don't drink, somebody's at least probably invited you out, and maybe you obliged, right?
Yeah. Maybe once or twice.
Yeah, even if I wasn't drinking, I did go out and I had soda.
Yeah.
You know.
I do now, yeah, for sure.
And it just, you go in, and depending what's playing, you're like, oh, I'm going to play something on the jukebox. And you play something that, it's a title that nobody absolutely plays at that bar. Like the whole building will turn and look. Like, like you just committed like murder or something. It's crazy. Whenever you play a title that's not normally played.
Oh, dude.
The reaction you get.
I know, dude. I know. and believe me, every title I play, Eye of the Tiger is an amazing song, but like 9 times in a row, they do not appreciate it. Like, there's only so much training you can do in a day, you know?
Was that in the movie Over the Top?
No, it was in Rocky.
Was it? Mm-hmm. Sure it wasn't Over the Top?
Pretty sure.
The arm wrestling movie?
Yeah, I know what Over the Top is, don't you? You don't have to explain nothing to me, buddy. All right.
Dude, his switch.
Yeah, you know, you know. You know, that's legendary shit, man.
So this is where we relive all the stuff from the past that nobody cares about.
I care a lot about the stuff from the past. The 80s, I care about.
It was a good time. It was a different time.
It was a bad, yeah.
If you didn't live through any of it, you can probably look back and hate it.
Yeah, but I don't.
Doesn't need to be repeated though.
No, it was cool though.
At the time.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly too, another person.
Louis.
Yeah, man. Louis Anderson, right?
Yeah.
Comedian. Did he have a cartoon based off of that?
Yes. Life with Louis?
Yeah.
Yes.
When was the run of that?
Oh,
Was that
90s?
90s?
Yes.
Was
Fox?
that like a 1-2 couple season thing?
2 season, maybe 3?
I don't know. I just know I remember seeing the cartoon and I
It
thinking
was funny as shit, man.
how brilliantly they portrayed him in like the cartoon compared to the real man.
Yeah, it looked like him and everything. Dude, it was perfect.
And him doing the voice
Mhm.
sold it that much more.
Dude, fucking hilarious. Dude, I remember that cartoon. It was hilarious.
I mean, if you think about it, can you picture any animated Joker? Can you hear any animated Joker with anybody other than Mark Hamill's voice?
No.
Come on. Got to give it up for that. No, what? It's like 2 episodes. What did we cover last week? Oh, Bob. Yeah, Bob and Funniest Home Videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like...
It's nonsense.
It is, man.
It's
But
complete nonsense.
at least you can look back and remember good stuff.
Mhm.
That's what I take from it. Instead of being sad and depressed, I always like to take and look back at things and remember good. Try to pull positive, have a positive memory out of it, rather than what is that? Be sad.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of my whole life thing now is just trying to get a positive out of everything. It's a fucking bitch sometimes, but like, especially at the beginning of this year, man, it's been hell. Like, my aunt passed away too, and that's, like, that sucks. I don't know. Just a lot of negative go around. That's just, I definitely fell victim to, like, I was depressed for a couple of days, like, didn't want to get out of bed, like, my fucking body just ached, and I just felt like shit. But I've got myself back up. I'm back rolling again. We'll be all right.
It's hard to do that though, and that falls in with the whole mental health thing, mental state, taking care of number one. I mean, when you are stretching your resources thin, whether it be work, multiple jobs,
Yeah,
too much piled on one plate. Yeah, you gotta at least have some type of maintenance on the mental health aspect of it, or
Dude, you crumble.
crumble.
Fucking crumble.
It's like a sledgehammer and a cookie. It don't work out good, man.
No, it sucks.
Crumble, flat and steamrolled.
Thanks, Phil. But yeah, like once I got, after a couple of days, I got my shit's back together, and I'm rolling again. But it's hard. It's tough. It's tough to see positive sometimes when the light around you is not so much there. It's all darkness.
Not only that, another thing too, and I think it can be at least important to take, like, whenever stuff starts happening, such as, with the printing thing, basically from nothing to growing. Like, when new stuff starts happening, positive things, if you go down a business venture, the stress that comes along with that can also, I think, be daunting and seem like it's unmanageable. Like, I don't know. Am I wrong?
Not at all. Not at all. I'm sorry, Phil. Like, I can't even imagine that, man. Like, yeah. It definitely takes its toll on you. She was a good lady, man. She was definitely my favorite one for sure. We saw it. I don't know. She got it. That's all I said. She got me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think we each have that person. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That, like, and granted, and losing anybody is awful.
Right.
But I think there's some that hit harder than others.
Absolutely.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. What was I talking about there before we got...
Yeah.
With stuff happening, I know, when I come in and I find more work, and I look at it and I'm like, damn, this is more stuff than I could possibly fix this week.
It's just this overwhelmed, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that overwhelmed feeling.
Anxiety of like, oh my God, like how the fuck you know what I mean? How do I even get out of this?
Let's hear some feedback on that. What are your tips for when you get overwhelmed with work? What do you do whenever you're overwhelmed? Just try and break it down.
You know, the first thing I do is
take on one thing at a time.
I walk away from all of it.
Walk away from all of it.
Just for a little bit, you know what I mean? Just get my head clear.
Calm down.
Yeah, and then I try to situate it. Like, okay, I try to situate it, like, what's priority here? You know what I mean? And then I try to prioritize it, and what's more important, you know what I mean? What do I got? And then, like you said, one thing at a time. And it's just work your way through. It's going to suck. It's going to, you know what I mean? Shit's going to fuck up, but you just got to keep going.
And especially when you get motivated, to do, and people have success at different levels, whether it's personal success or business success.
I like what Phil says there too. Having a big goal. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but break it down into smaller, achievable goals. Like that's a good way to do it. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt
big
you.
overall goal. Yeah.
Yeah. I just
I think we see what we have to do in front of us, and a lot of people, when you get that motivation bug, that want to do, I'm going to tackle this and get it done on the ball, like right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think running into it with that attitude can be good, but it can also be
detrimental,
real damaging to the cause, because you can get too distracted by having too much happening instead of taking it one thing at a time, And that's how I tend to want to work on things, not just fix one thing, fix like 5 at a time. But more often than not, if I had taken on what I find, at least in my experience, if I would have taken on each thing one at a time, it would have taken less time than to do all 5 at once to at least fix, repair whatever devices.
Yeah, like even with the t-shirt thing about walking away, like there's times where you're like, all right, I got this. You have yourself all psyched up, you know what I mean? You get that fucker on there, man, and like you print it and you think it's all good and stuff. You look and like the image is too high on the collar. It's, you know what I mean? It's off center of the fucking shirt, and you're just, dude, it's like it literally makes you want to break. And like that's where walking away is just good. Sometimes it's just like, all right, you're too tired, you're too whatever, like go rest and then come back to this and you'll be fine. And that's all it is at times. Like sometimes I just need to quit pushing myself and go to fuck to bed and you know what I mean? Just stop, like quit worrying about what needs done and fucking chill a little bit.
Yeah. You have a bad habit of that.
I do have a horrible habit of that, man.
I'd like be here, go do the day job at night, get out of there, then come back to keep repairing stuff and do that till early morning hours. And yeah, once in a while is not bad, but when it becomes a habit all the time,
yeah,
it was doing more harm than good. So
it was like
sadly had to cancel that.
Yeah, well that dude, right now I get up at like say 10, start my day, whatever, I go up to the shop, blah blah blah, get all that rolling, print usually most of the day, come back home for a little while, sometimes print at home even because I'll have, a small run or whatever, I'll do in that little machine in my house, print whatever, I'll eat, screw around in my house, maybe do podcast stuff, whatever, and then back up to the shop until sometimes 1, 2 in the morning, down to work to clean till 4, 5 in the morning, home, usually asleep by 6:30, 7, 8, and then back up at 10.
Right.
Like
that's trying to keep on.
Yeah, but that's just not good for you either, man.
Nah, sometimes you got to get more. Have you had, I know you've done not all, mainly small runs of t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had a number come at you with somebody wanting something where you're like not sure if you could do it and had to tell them as such, you're like, that would take me a little longer?
Yeah. When I did those, for that kid that passed away, they were expecting at first like 180 shirts, and I was like,
that's a lot of shirts.
That was front and back, you know what I mean? So like that's 360, you know what I mean? Shirts, like basically.
Yeah, if you're doing front and back, yeah.
Yeah, and dude, I was just like, and then they came out and it was 100, and I was just like, I can do that, but like it took some time. Like it was definitely a lot of work.
100, that's still 200 shirts.
Yeah,
when you break it down for front and back,
and it's a lot, man. Like you know what I mean. And with printing, like you can lose days so fucking fast, dude. Like you just can't even keep up with time. Like one stupid thing will happen with your screen or your ink or it's blood or whatever, dude. And you lose like I said, you can lose an entire day just by trying to get shit right again.
Right.
It's stupid.
Yeah. I'm just checking out chat here.
No, I figured it's all
Put
good.
the nose to the grindstone, knock it out one at a time. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think unless you've been there, done that with whatever you happen to do, whether it be repairing stuff, printing, damn, I wish I had a way to be in 5 places at once when I'm delivering.
God.
You know how great that would be?
Yeah.
Or like a teleporter.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on that technology. I'll be
Or
the
hell,
fastest.
Mr. Porter from fucking high school.
I'll be the fastest delivery guy in the world. I get a teleportation device. Damn.
Yeah, I would just get like to get a device for like they don't need me anymore. Like my job's done or whatever, but I'm just don't have to show up. Like
Oh, okay.
all my tasks are filled, but I'm just not there.
Your clone that knows what to do.
Yeah, but he's not even a clone because he's just not there.
Just not there.
Yeah, I don't want accidents to happen. 'Cause God knows somebody will make it and screw it up because it's me. You know what I mean? That's just how it goes.
What I'm trying to do, you, my daughter. I'm trying to catch up. Kids, my daughter once.
Heinz.
Stop or shit. I'm trying to make sense out of it. I think there's more than one message here. Let me scroll up. You reading it, Jim?
I read it already.
No.
I've been keeping up with my one eye.
Beat up every single bully that had picked on me at some point. And 2 teachers for how they'd spoke to me. I think school can be tough for some people.
A lot of people, man.
I don't know. Let's take a look at that for a moment.
Fuck school. Okay,
School
anyway.
when we went versus school nowadays. Could you do high school nowadays?
Fuck no.
Not a chance?
No way. No.
No?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it was different times back in the 90s, man. 80s, 90s. That's when I got out of high school, so...
Yeah, no.
If you've been there, done that, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, there's just... When I interviewed those kids a couple weeks ago after my birthday thing, you remember I was like, they were like, yeah, the school gave us a computer. I'm like, you got a fucking computer? Like, they give you those? Like that's how far off I am. I didn't even know.
If you
Like,
touch a computer when we were in school, you had to go to computer class.
yeah,
And
you had to
even
go to the
then-
room to do it. Yeah.
Even then, if you clicked the keyboard on that computer before the teacher said, like, you're getting eyeballed, like, what are you doing?
Yeah, and you better caulk the wheels and float on Oregon Trail, dude. You don't forge the river. You know, you try to float that bitch down it. Like, that's the rules. Such a different time, man. I don't even understand it now.
Teleportation devices, that wake up Monday, teleport. No, that's time travel. I just need something that I can be here and there in a second.
Hey.
Same day, same time.
And aren't they like making kids do this like long ass form of math now? To where like you can get the answer like the normal way, like we do it, but they want them to do it this drawn out fucking stupid way where it takes like an extra half hour. And
I'm not sorry. No,
and I'm not even joking.
I can't speak on that. I can speak on some of the crazy stuff that my daughter's brought home. She's in 3rd grade, and it is just
Dumb.
I remember what I learned for math in 3rd grade. I could not have figured out the way they're having her do stuff. I could not have figured out as a senior. And I try to figure it out, try to understand it, and I just give it to the wife. I'm like, I do not understand what they're saying to do.
Dude, I fought and fought to get through algebra in high school. Like, do you know how many times I fucking used algebra in my life? None. That's how
None?
many times. None. Yeah.
Depending on what you do.
Yeah, well, I didn't do any of that. So we're good here. Like, there was no reason, no, just like they could have showed me, I don't know, how to like do my taxes or, you know, stuff that, I don't know, maybe involves life.
And you need 2. Why do you need 2? If you start with 1 teleporter, you don't need... It's a device. Come on, man. They work this stuff out. It's a necklace that hangs on you.
Miami Vice.
Yeah. That's your teleportation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 1 episode at a time.
But no, yeah, I haven't even experienced high school today. You know.
No, I didn't go either. I called off 2-hour delay.
Right? The snow?
Yeah, the hell with it.
No, just what I'm experiencing with what they're teaching my kid in 3rd grade. Hopefully it becomes more sane the older she gets. Like, I legit don't understand this.
I know.
Even when I'm like, look, wife, boss, break this down. What are they doing here? Can you tell me what they're doing? She's like, yeah, this is. I'm like, yeah, you might as well be speaking a different language.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the math you're talking about?
Yes.
Dude, it's insane. What do you need to do that for in 3rd grade?
That's what do you need to do it for in the first place? If you can get the answer in 2 minutes opposed to 25 minutes, Why would you do the 25-minute version? I do not understand it one bit. It makes no sense whatsoever. None.
And not that that's real times, but
No, dude, it is. Get
Oh,
it on
is
the
it?
internet and check it out. Like, people go and make cups of coffee or pots of coffee and shit in between doing these problems, like, to prove a point. Like, yeah, it's a hot topic.
oh wow, okay,
And not the store.
I will check it out.
Yeah, no, it's bullshit.
Probably make me mad.
Yeah, it angers me, and I don't even have kids. Thank God for all those teachers. Man, if I had a kid, they'd be like, oh, not him again, you know what I mean? Like, oh, he's coming in, he doesn't shut the fuck up.
Dude, there was a great. Okay, so my brother got out of school when I was high school. The closest one to me on my dad's side.
Okay.
Got out of high school when I was 4. Okay, when I got to high school, which would have been, if I was 4, that would have been what, 14 years later, roughly.
Yeah.
13, 14. There was teachers saying, I know your brothers and sisters. Like, some of the teachers taught my brothers and sisters. Like, you're not going to act like them, are you?
No, not begrudge against you. Do you know what I mean? Like, if they don't like them, like, you're already a target.
I thought that at first, and not that I wasn't a target, but I guess my brothers and sisters were decent in school, so I was treated well.
Yeah.
But I can imagine if they were jerks or,
I've seen it, man.
Yeah, I would not have been treated well.
And I was always treated pretty well, you know what I mean? Like, but I always got, they'd be like, were you part of the monarchics that wrestled? And I'd be like, no.
Different people.
Yeah.
Different people.
I'd be like, you'll see. You'll see.
You let them down, did you?
No, they found out real fast. I'm not a wrestler.
Said nothing else. You don't learn much.
Exactly.
At all, apart from passing exams.
Exactly. It's dumb.
Yeah, I agree.
And you shouldn't feel dumb because, like,
I definitely feel dumb. Like,
You
I
shouldn't, 'cause
don't
it's-
understand it.
because who would? Why would? Like, just even the beginning concept that I said. Why would you pick this? Like not the time saving version, because God knows we all have 45 minutes to do a math problem when we're older. Because what else you guys to do? It's not like you have jobs or anything.
Dedicate your life to math.
Yeah. So, like, it's just, dude. It's so. Just get on YouTube and check it out. It's worth it.
I will. I will.
I'm sorry, it pisses me off so bad.
Yeah, and you're not even doing the
No,
school
I don't
thing
have
yet.
kids, man. Like,
Damn.
it just angers me because there's just no reason for it.
Lithuanian or Lithuanian or Polish.
Oh wow, my descendants would probably come from a lot around there, Lithuanian, Polish, being a monarchic.
No life
They
skills
got rid
these
of
days.
home ec and shop. Oh my god, dude, I was like the only guy I think in my entire high school to go through 4 years of home ec and no shop, and I did that.
No shop?
No shop,
All home ec?
a straight home ec. The only guy.
Was you up there sewing and baking?
I didn't even like really do any of the work. She did it for me because like I was the only guy. And that was cool.
Can't write in cursive anymore. The high school, early to mid 20s can't read it.
Yeah, it's like you're scribing a scroll or something now. Like nobody, it's like a foreign language.
Like, I've learned how to write in cursive. I just never used it to the point that if I try now, it
I could do it, but
takes a minute. Like,
yeah, I gotta remember everything.
yeah, like I'm thinking about it. But yeah, sadly, that's something I did learn.
Me too. Cohesive.
Cursive. Stupid.
I'm pretty
Dumb.
cursive during the days.
But I don't know. Yeah, I think, I definitely think just in life, especially in school, but life in general, in what they teach at school. Like, I think there's some stuff missing.
So yeah, everything.
Like...
Dude, it's so far off. It's so far off of what it should be.
Okay, so here, where would we have been in school? What year did you graduate?
2002.
Okay, so 4 years after me.
Mm-hmm.
So you went freshman when I graduated, and then you turned a freshman
Yes.
the next year. You weren't there when this change was made. Maybe did they make the change where you couldn't have chains on your wallet?
Oh, dude, I
in
was
junior high?
Yeah, dude, Mustard and them were in 8th grade. I was in 7th. It was like full on, like, because they came in with all those chains on because all you gangsters was wearing them skateboarding and stuff. And
Yeah.
yeah, dude, I remember that.
So at a certain point in high school, some kid got in a fight with another kid and got the bright idea, okay, to choke somebody with a chain on his wallet, like took his wallet out, unsnapped it, and tried choking this kid.
Okay.
All right, so what they did was they banned chains. Like you could have whatever you wanted on there, just note on your wallet, from the snap that snapped on your belt loop or belt to the wallet, just not a chain. You could put whatever else on. Rope, I mean, steel cable.
Yeah, because like, what difference does that make?
No chain.
Yeah, just because the chain did the choking, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's like the gun did the shit. Yeah, I get it.
And that was something they legit enforced. Like, you could not have a chain on your wallet, but as long as it wasn't a chain, it was passable. And I'm not kidding. People did have steel cables. The rope, I mean, like,
I remember the rope, man.
yeah.
Like had like the hemp necklaces type rope. I remember.
Yeah, that type of rope, and then they had, like, the paracord that people use in, like,
Yeah,
for
well, yeah,
doing
bracelets
bush.
and stuff now too.
What's that?
The paracord bracelets they have now too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They use that stuff to make the chain on a wallet. And it's just that, like, it wasn't a problem. Like, the school focused on
The object.
the object of what it was, not the actual problem.
Yeah, the person and the action.
Yeah. And it was just like nobody else got choked further with, like, a string or a steel cable or anything like that, but it's just so silly.
I just sent the Undertaker in and just had him chokehold everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
Slam 'em.
Shit. Yeah, with a chain, you know. Then he'd blame it on the chain, blame it on the rain, whatever he wanted to do. I don't care.
I don't know, man. It just, and sadly, that's how they looked at stuff back then. You know, like, some teachers confused me with how they operated. Genuinely,
Because they operated however the fuck they wanted.
like, way more Wild Westy, like
That's
cowboys.
what I mean. They were all, yeah, nobody followed any rules. Nobody still follows any rules. The school up there is so fucking screwed up, dude. I could tell you a million ways a Sunday that school's screwed up.
Yeah, even if not friends after it was over. Yeah, and that was the thing. That was the thing. Nowadays, whenever a fight happens, it's like a back and forth.
No, it's an immediate, like, cop calling and...
Yeah, and charges, and then somebody trying to get you back later. And then years back, man, a fight happened. When it was done, it was done. You walked away. And as Micro said, sometimes friends. Even if you weren't friends. When it was over, it was over.
Yeah.
You know?
No, not today. Everybody has the internet to harass people now. Like, I wouldn't want to be a kid today.
Yeah, that's another point. I was just getting ready to bring that up. We had internet.
We didn't have this.
We didn't have
Social
this
media.
internet.
No.
So say you were getting bullied on social media at school, right? Say you're getting bullied at school or harassed, whatever, and then when you go home, like, oh, I'm safe. No, people could still bully you pick on you through social media. I mean, true, you can block them, but all they got to do is use a friend's account, create a new account.
And they will.
There's a couple ways around it. It's like there's no way for it to end unless you take major precautions. And then what are you doing? Locking yourself out of something that possibly you enjoy. I don't know. Yeah, we didn't have it like that for sure.
No, dude, it would suck being a kid right now. I would hate that.
And the cameras?
Yeah, I hate cameras to begin with. Not that I even do anything wrong. I just hate being, like, the feeling that I'm being watched. I fucking hate it, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like I said,
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything wrong.
We'll do it like this. We'll just do the whole show, black screen.
I would be much more. I would be much more comfortable.
Just do the black screen, disembodied voices speaking.
Yeah, there is guns everywhere. I don't even own a gun because I hate them.
Yeah.
And I mean, they teach their own, and that's fine. If you want to own a gun, that's great, or whatever. Like, but that's not for me.
Yeah. See, that's the other thing. If you do go, and I don't want to say, at least not in our area here, but in a bigger area in cities. That's what yeah, eyes on you, Jimmy. In bigger areas, especially cities, more, what's the word for that? More urban areas?
Yeah.
And what are we, rural?
Yes.
Suburban?
Rural.
Rural, whatever. All right, so when you get to bigger areas, that becomes a real thing. Not saying that a shooting hasn't happened in a small, out-of-the-way place, because it has. We've had people shot around here.
I had Bilo incident a couple years ago.
Yeah, over silly shit.
Mm-hmm.
But you pick on somebody, and you don't know if when they come back, are they going to be carrying a gun?
Dude, that kid
I
that's
would rather be in another country sometimes
sometimes.
where they don't have
Sometimes.
guns.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. So people from Canada are so nice all the time. It just makes me want to be Canadian all the time. They're just all nice, like all the time.
Don't they have guns there?
I think, but they're nice about it. You know what I mean? Yeah, they fire nice bullets. They probably don't even hurt you.
Rubber bullets.
Yeah, and they're not. No, they probably don't even hurt. They're just
Stunners.
like it's like high
Bean
five or
bags.
something. Yeah. Like what? But they're all nice, and it's not. Dude, this place sucks.
They don't know what to do. Yeah, I mean, we could talk about that, and that's for a long here. I'll put this story out there. For a long, long time, I tried. And I don't want to say desperately, but I tried to get some police to actually do this show. But the hoops you had to jump through. And I asked what to do. I had to contact a certain person who was in charge of their social media, online social media department, and ask, and they would find if anybody wanted to do it. And he's like, but it's not going to happen. They never approve it, never usually say yes. Basically, it won't happen. But I tried. I wanted to have one or two officers, or retired, if I could, on to talk.
Mm-hmm.
They would be willing. Yeah, man, it was near impossible. Like, just that immediate, stop. Like, you make contact, and they're like, yeah, no.
It's hard for me because most of them I see them now as like the jocks that messed with you in high school and stuff like that. They're those people, and they're like, or they're the ones that I don't know. They're like, I don't. That's and if they see me, who's blue hair and shit most of the time, they just fucking harass the shit out of me. You know what I mean? Just because now they have that power.
Yeah.
And especially around a small town and shit like this, a bunch of dude, I was going to work the other night. They literally chased me out of fucking town. I was driving up the fucking hill to State College, like I was going that way. They stopped and watched to make sure I was going up the hill, like that I wasn't like going up and turning around and coming back in. Like, what are you doing? It's 2 a.m. Like, obviously I'm going somewhere. If you want to pull me over, pull me over. If not, leave me alone.
Don't you love that?
You're harassing me. Like, you are harassing me. Like, it's bullshit.
Like, it's funny. Like, sometimes when I'm here late working, and I go out, especially now that it's getting cold, I'll go out and start my car to let it warm up, and then you'll hear.
Do you remember that one night we watched that guy literally chase, what was it, 7 or 8 cars back and forth, within 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insanity, dude. Fuck that.
But when my car's out there running, warming up, he'll just keep looping back and forth, to see if he can catch me pulling out.
Yeah. Dude, it's bullshit.
I've let it run for 2-3 hours. just for pure entertainment value. Like,
oh, dude, fuck them.
Not really, man. But if that's what you're doing,
no, fuck them.
If you want to know, well,
that's how I feel.
They got a job to do too.
I understand that, but do it. Don't fucking harass people.
Yeah, I agree. But just the fact of, I know that's what he's doing, or whoever it was that night, driving back and forth, waiting to try and catch somebody pulling out. It'd have been better to pull off the road and just watch for the car to pull out.
Yeah.
But
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I've let it sit and idle for 2-3 hours, and at least until he gave up. I'd start working on something else. It's great. Anyhow. Yeah, power happy. That is power hungry.
You
power
got
happy.
it, man.
Ego trip.
Yeah. They suck.
There's all kinds of things, and one of the ways at least I look at it is you tend to hear about when something bad happens with an officer, right? Like, that always makes news.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if every time they did something good or did it right, it was reported. What would outweigh the other, the bad or the good?
But these days, I don't know. I don't have the answer to that these days. Probably, I don't know.
Probably the good.
I hope.
I'm going to throw money that way. Yeah, I can't speak. I'm no authority on it. But at least every time they do something according to the books, according to, the law, I'm going to say that I think good would outweigh the bad.
I'm going to say I hope.
You don't hear about the good incidents. You only hear about the bad.
Yeah, I'm just going to say I hope, not I think. I hope.
And the fact that we don't hear about more bad with as many as are out there,
You can only take so much.
All right, anyhow, let's clean this mess up, people.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Meatloaf.
Yes, and Louis Anderson.
Yeah, and Louis Armstrong too. Just because.
Who's that?
What a beautiful. Yeah.
that guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think he died a while ago, but it was Louis. It just went along the way.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
You know me.
we got 3 out of 3, not 2 out of 3 on that one.
Yeah. All right.
Have a safe week, whatever you find yourself doing.
Yeah. Take care of yourself. Be careful in the snow.
Yeah, if you have snow.
Yeah.
I uploaded a video to the channel of my short drive here.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm on a podcast tomorrow. I got interviewed.
Yeah.
It's the Don't Quit Your Day Job podcast. You can hear it tomorrow on everywhere
be coming out.
podcasts are available.
Yeah, other than YouTube.
Oh yeah, it's on like Spotify, Apple.
But it's not on YouTube.
No.
Basically, yeah, any streaming platform, any podcast directory. Don't quit your day job.
Yeah, with me.
All right,
And
people.
Paul O'Neill. Neat. So yeah, till next time. Thanks for coming in, guys.
Yeah, at least here, there doesn't have to be a reason to pull you over. They can generally make it up.
Mm-hmm. And they will.
Like,
Yeah, don't get me started.
I'm not even getting started on those stories. We'll
let's
cover
get-
that another time.
Until next time.
All right, people, take it easy. We will see you soon. Everyone watching, thank you. Now, in the future, audio listeners, new audio episodes published every Sunday at 5. And we are, as soon as I figure out how to do it, we are out of here.